Welcome to Blockwatch. Okay, let me ask you a question right out of the gate. Was a supposedly simple favor between two absolute gaming legends actually a brilliant cover for a billion-dollar corporate heist? Because guys, what we're about to uncover today is truly wild.
You know, right now, the entire tech world is completely consumed by that massive April 2026 Musk versus Altman lawsuit. But buried deep in those legal filings was something literally nobody expected. We're talking about leaked, highly private emails from 2018 between Valve boss Gabe Newell and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk. And these documents, they expose a secret tech war, completely disguised as a friendly little chat.
So to really understand how this whole thing started, we got to talk about the legendary game designer himself, Hideo Kojima. Back in late October 2018, Kojima paid a visit to Valve headquarters. And look, Kojima doesn't just casually like space. He has an intense, singular obsession with it. He actually wrote in his book, The Creative Gene, and I quote, "I'm even prepared to throw away my family or my own life. That is how powerfully I yearn for the cosmos." I mean, the guy wants to go to space more than absolutely anything else. So Newell uses this borderline extreme obsession to ping Musk and ask for a massive favor. He wanted a SpaceX tour for Kojima. Seems like a perfectly great way to establish a friendly connection, right?
Well, watch how ridiculously fast this escalates. Check this out. October 2018, Kojima visits Valve. Late October, Newell emails Musk. Then, jump forward exactly 1 year to October 2019, Gabe Newell suddenly found Starfish Neuroscience. And after that, just total public silence until the 2026 leaks hit. This rapid, incredibly mysterious timeline really hints that this whole SpaceX tour request, that was merely the tip of the iceberg.
Because that email, it contained what looks like a classic Trojan horse maneuver. Newell basically used Kojima's genuine space obsession to quietly slip in two other massive requests. Sure, he asked for the rocket factory tour. But then almost casually, he asked for introductions to OpenAI staff. And the kicker? He wanted to chat with the Neuralink team about brain-computer interfaces. Sneaky, right?
Now, Musk's response was an absolute bombshell. Keep in mind, these two had actually collaborated before on Dota 2. Musk agrees to the tour, sure, but then he just drops this incredibly heavy bomb regarding OpenAI. He says, "I lost confidence that OpenAI could muster the resources to serve as an effective counterweight to Google." He was totally shifting his efforts over to Tesla. Basically, Gabe had accidentally walked right into the middle of a billionaire civil war.
But, hold on, that is not the whole story here. Because the absolutely crucial point of this entire exchange was actually Newell's third request, neuromodulation. If you're not super familiar, this is basically the alteration of nerve activity by delivering a targeted stimulus right to specific neurological sites in the body. Gabe actually admitted to Musk that he had done a complete 180 on brain-computer interfaces. Out of nowhere, he believed there was this massive, near-term consumer market just waiting to be tapped. So he asks a very, very specific question: who at Neuralink should I speak with?
Which, of course, brings us to the million-dollar question, right? Was Gabe just being a curious tech enthusiast, or was he actively scouting the competition? Well, Musk, clearly trusting his longtime partner, took the bait completely. Musk fired back with highly confidential progress reports. No hesitation. He proudly revealed to Gabe this absolutely staggering number, 6,000. He boasted that Neuralink was now fully able to implant 6,000 electrodes into a monkey's brain, using electronics that were so incredibly compact they sat completely flush to the skull. He just handed that intel right over. He completely let his guard down. He even ended his email with, and I quote, "very trippy, just like Neuromancer." He was so excited, he openly shared Neuralink's absolute most guarded technological visions directly with the head of Valve.
And what happened next? I mean, it shocked everyone. 1 year later, Starfish Neuroscience is born, exactly 12 months after extracting this highly sensitive, totally confidential intelligence directly from Elon Musk. Gabe Newell turned around and founded his own rival neurotech company.
And guys, the Starfish connection is just mind-blowing. It was founded by Gabe Newell in October 2019, right? But its co-founder is Philip Sabes. Yes, the former co-founder of Neuralink. You literally can't make this stuff up. Gabe basically used the Kojima introduction to extract the data, and then straight up poached a key Neuralink founder to build his own empire.
So, what does this all mean for us? Why does this actually matter for consumers and tech enthusiasts? Well, look at the rivalry that's brewing here. Neuralink is heavily focused on invasive, surgical implants with a strict medical focus.
But Starfish Neuroscience, they are building non-invasive, smaller hardware aimed directly at the massive consumer market. Starfish is quietly preparing a consumer-friendly rollout that directly threatens Musk's entire surgical approach. It's a total game changer.
And naturally, after this silent extraction, the once very public alliance between these two billionaires just quietly dissolved. I mean, sure, they did collaborate briefly on that Steam and Tesla project a while back, trying to turn cars into consoles. But as Tesla stripped the gaming hardware from their 2024 models to save costs, the Valve-Musk partnership really just faded completely into the shadows. So we are left with a pretty massive cliffhanger here. Is Gabe Newell some kind of mastermind power broker who pulled off one of the most brilliant corporate espionage moves of the decade, or did he just get incredibly lucky while trying to be a really good friend to Hideo Kojima? By the way, Kojima still hasn't actually made it to space, but interestingly enough, he did just visit Valve headquarters again recently. So you decide what's really going on here.
Thanks for watching the video. If you like our video, please like and subscribe our channel.